I'm George Boston Rhymes, and this is kvci.blogspot.com. I'm in Valdosta, Georgia, Highway 84 West in the state of Georgia. And it saddens me that a local pastor in our community, I won't call his name, that's not important. What is important is that this home of an outstanding pastor here in Valdosta, Georgia, had the unfortunate medical condition. He's had 5 to 11 surgeries, I guess, or more. Head cut from corner to corner, skull. They've been in one time, had to go back in again one day, 1 week, received 3 operations, I was told by the wife, or close thereto. This started in around 2001, to my knowledge. This man's home, I understand, was foreclosed on Tuesday, a couple weeks ago. Lack of income. I wrote a letter for this pastor about 9 months ago to the Social Security office, trying to help him get disability. His home 8 months behind in monthly payments, no income, wife unable to work. It's a sad day. But my thing is today that I just want to say is, how could this happen here in Valdosta, Georgia? This man worked at Moody Air Force Base for 25 to 30 plus years and not be able to get any type compensation, no disability, is foreign to me. My heart goes out to him. And after trying to work with him and his family, Alice, I'm sorry for calling the name, after doing what I tried to do to help them save their home, it saddens me deeply. And so what did I do? I wrote Jack Kingston. I wrote a letter to several representatives, went online and found their website and explained this situation to them. Nobody seemed to care no more about human beings. This individual now is in Augusta College Medical Hospital, now trying to get some type of balance in his life. A man who always worked, a man who always took care of his family. And if it wasn't for the church and religious community, I don't know what would have happened. This man paid his taxes. It saddens me. I sat and carried the wife up to Augusta, and the nurse told me that she is upset how the state of Georgia make it so hard for people to get disability. And she said that if anybody in Georgia should have disability, this pastor should have had disability. And so I'm not going to be quiet, because I love people outside of myself. Something wrong in this country, something wrong in the state of Georgia. It seems as if though in order to get Social Security and some type of disability, you got to be in the clique and among the slicks. And this pastor was neither. He was just an upright man. Every day he worked out the Moody Air Force Base, 20 to 30 years out there. Because he come down with an unfortunate ailment in his brain tumors in his head which he had no control over. He didn't drink, he didn't smoke, he didn't do drugs, he didn't lie, he didn't cheat, he didn't father no children outside of wedlock. And for the state of Georgia Social Security Office, for whatever reason, to the latest man claims disapproved the first time, and the second and third, it don't make sense. So you want to ask me, why am I doing this? I served my country for over 20 years. 20! And something wrong is in Valdosta Social Security Office. Something is wrong with Jack Kingston. Something is, look. I called the civil rights leader. I called his office. And he told me he don't live in my district. Well, at least he could have told me that I care. He could have told me I'm concerned. But a man named Sam in Representative John Lewis' office that marched with Dr. King, in my most humbled opinion, could have showed more concern than he showed me when I called him. And I called him only after the nurse up in Augusta College Hospital told me that George, even the veterans are treated like dirt in trying to get disability claims and even trying to get treatment. I didn't know the VA hospital is on one side, the other hospital is connected to it. And so people are fed up under our form of government. And so I'm gonna close this out now. But I want the Representative Jack Kingston, Ellis Black, Sanford Bishop, John Lewis, the Social Security Administrations, and others to look into this individual's case and see why he lost his home. He lived here for over 20 years. He didn't do drugs. You say black men don't want to work. He didn't mind working. You say he wanted to live off the government. He ain't living off no government. He went to Moody out there to support his government for nearly 30 plus years. And you can't even look into his disability through Social Security or some type of compensation that he could have saved his home, that him and his wife, about the only investment they had, just like most black folk. And so you think I'm mad? Yes, I'm mad. I'm mad as hell about it. No, he ain't my brother. He's just another human being that did what many people does in this nation. He couldn't control his sickness. And I've gone to the Social Security office on several occasions on his behalf. I didn't have to do it. But that's what love do for you. So I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna send this video. Listen, please. I'm gonna send this video to the Valdosta Lowndes County Social Security Office. I'm gonna send this video to Mr. Jack Kingston, Ellis Black, Sanford Bishop, John Lewis office, the Civil Rights President in the state of Georgia, Edward DuBose, Marstella in the SCLC, Jesse L. Jackson, the President of the United States, because I want somebody to look into this case. Why is it so hard for a man that done had all these surgeries across in his brain? And if he can't get disability from the state of Georgia, hell, close it down. If this man can't get disability payment for everything that he's gone through, I'm not a doctor, you're right, I'm not a doctor. But the nurse told me at the hospital, and even the Social Security office here know that something is wrong. There's a breakdown in the system. Well, I just want to remind you that there are people in the Social Security Administration who know something is wrong in the state of Georgia in giving out disability. And perhaps, I'll say it again, maybe you have to be in the cliques and among the slicks. In the cliques and among the slicks. Slicks! Before you can be treated as a human being here in Valdosta, Lowndes County, and the state of Georgia. And if I'm the only somebody to tell the truth, then I'm asking you to read St. Matthew 8:32. And I want you to understand that I do what I do, not out of hate, not out of condemnation of anybody. But Jesus said, and ye shall know the truth, and that the truth shall set and make you free. I do not dip. I'm not a dipping man. Listen, I'm not a dipping man. Never have been. Dip means to duplicate Jesus. Duplicate Martin King. Imitate Jesus. Imitate Martin King. Placate Jesus and placate Martin King. You just go to church on Sunday and dip. Look like a Christian. Pump yourself up and pretend you love somebody. But when you fail to stand up for truth, according to Jesus, properly understood, you are not his servants, not a servant of the God who put all this in motion for his children. This is George Boston Rhymes in Valdosta, Georgia, giving you the truth because only truth gonna set us free. Bye-bye. We gone.